Wendy, Jim and Lauren, Adam and Drew's characters, have quite a bad date at the beginning of the movie, with Jim watching the TV, ordering over spicy food, the emergency excuse, and Jen says, well, everyone has a bad blind date story. Does Wendy?
Yes, Wendy has a couple of bad blind date stories. One of them, this is awful, and I can't believe I sat through this, but I was out with a gentleman who kept reaching into an envelope in his car door and rubbing powder on his gums, okay? And what was I gonna do? Call my mother from a payphone and say, my date's rubbing cocaine on his gums. Can you come get me? I never would have heard the end of that story, so
that was before the age of cell phones then.
That was, yeah, that was the payphone era. Probably none of your viewers remember that, but anyway, I'm 87 years old.
And Lauren and Jen are business partners. What are the dynamics of the relationship there, and what did you enjoy about creating that with Drew Barrymore?
Well, that was really fun because when you meet Drew, immediately you feel like you've been friends with her for years. She's such a sweet person, and so our relationship is that we are best friends and business partners. Now, normally I would not recommend that best friends become business partners because one person usually takes over, kind of steamrolls the other one, and I think that would have been my character. Like, oh, I need a week off here and there. Oh, I'm gonna be late. Oh, I need to take a bunch of personal calls while we're doing things. And I don't know if this is something they have in the UK, but professional closet organizers, that is an occupation here in the States. If you
that was my next question.
Yeah, if you're the kind of person whose closet is the size of most people's garage, then yes, you would call someone in so you don't have to lift your dainty hands to organize your own shoes.
And could you make use of a closet queen, or are you quite organized at home?
I like to touch my own stuff. I don't like other people trying it on.
And there's a great scene where Jen does a kind of a stage whisper while Jim is standing right there. What do you particularly admire about Adam as a fellow performer?
Adam is so generous, and he said, just insult me. Please, you can say anything, just insult me. And I felt weird about that because he hired me. He's, technically my boss on The Goldbergs, the TV show I do here. So I felt like I just wanted to softball the insults, but he said, no, come on, you can do better than that. So we insulted each other back and forth for a while, and there were no tears. I didn't get fired for doing it, so that's good. Hopefully it will all make it on the DVD. Some of it stayed in.
And the line about the voice, was that improvised?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And The Wedding Singer and 51st Dates are two of the most loved romantic comedies. What do you think it is about the screen pairing that works so well between Drew and Adam?
The two of them together just have some kind of magic. I don't know how to articulate it, but to me they're interesting even when they're not acting. When they're just talking about, oh, what should we buy the crew for lunch? The two of them together, they were just made to do movies together. I don't know what it is, but they're highly watchable. And they will forever be associated as, an amazing screen pairing. This is only their third movie. And I can't believe they waited 16 years to do it again. But I'm glad they did. I hope there's more to come.
It's true that it almost feels like there have been more, doesn't it? Because we associate them together so much.
It feels like they're, Ricky and Lucy, and they've been married for a long time and divorced and remarried and all of this. They're just friends who work together.
And what about the term blended? Well, I haven't heard that before in the UK. Can you tell us a bit about what it means in the context of the movie?
Blended is a term to describe two families that, maybe they both have kids and they're all blending together. I think it's kind of brilliant, and it's about time that we celebrate these families because, as we know, look, you get married maybe when you're young and you're not thinking straight and you think it's all going to be roses forever, and reality sets in. You get divorced, maybe you've got some kids. The reality is you'll probably meet someone with kids of your age range, and if you're lucky enough to make that work, you should have a family moon.
Wendi McLendon-Covey,
I like it.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.